out for a walk on this beautiful day in Portland and came across Backyard Blooms. Oh my gosh, this is so cute. Kate Hannah-Van Ross, Jason O'Coin. This is Backyard Blooms. What is Backyard Blooms?
Backyard Blooms is a sustainably oriented microflower farm here in downtown Portland. We're in the Back Cove area and we grow in about a quarter of an acre of land, urban land.
Yeah, urban land.
Yeah, and we're doing real farming practices like on this urban land. So it's a neighborhood flower farm, but we're like a little farm.
And ends up here, and this is kind of where it all started.
Right, this stand here is a little fixture in the neighborhood and people get really excited when it starts coming out during our growing season. And you know, we have a lot of support from our local neighborhood, but we definitely sell to people all over Portland. People come out for these flowers, they're just pretty cool.
So you guys are actually neighbors.
Yes.
How did the business really, start?
I grew up in New Hampshire, so did Jason. We went to high school together. What? Yeah, and I actually was living in California and decided to move back east to Portland, and I got back in touch with Jason. Unbeknownst to me, he lived in Portland. A friend put us back in touch, and I move into my house and I go to meet the next door neighbor, not knowing that the house I had bought, not only was Jason in Portland, he lived in the house next door.
That's insane.
And so then we rekindled a friendship, obviously, and then a couple years later, we were just like, let's do something with all this land because there's a surprising amount of it.
So then you just started digging things up back there?
Yeah, we were just like, let's do something. Yeah.
Let's go see what you're cutting back there then.
Awesome.
Oh wow, this is huge. So even though it's so big back here, you guys still have challenges with space.
We do. On an urban microflower farm, we're always looking for more space. So we grow in about a quarter of an acre, but we still increase our space with raised beds and some container plantings.
The other thing we do is succession planting. So we're not just planting one crop and that's it for the season. We'll plant an early crop. When it's done flowering, we'll pull it out. We'll plant another one. For example, right here where you see empty dirt beds here, these were all tulips. We've already pulled them out. We're going to put annuals in soon.
And we've amended the soil with 2 inches of organic compost and some organic fertilizer, and we're just starting to put in our annual cut flower crops.
And one of your favorite annuals and everybody else's is?
Dahlias. Okay, Todd, what I'm holding here is 2 dahlia tubers. Now, they don't look like much, but they're pretty powerful little guys, and they're going to grow beautiful dahlia plants. Now, I have 2 different varieties because I wanted to show you the difference. Now, the important thing with a healthy tuber is that they have healthy growth points, otherwise known as eyes. This one has 2 right there, you can see those. Now, this variety, Larkzeb, has smaller growth points, and this variety, Cornell, has a growth point that's already taking off into a plant, but both are going to grow gorgeous dahlia plants. Now, to grow a dahlia plant, Jason's digging over here, you're going to want to amend your soil with healthy organic compost and fertilizer, and then you're going to want to dig 4 inches down. And the most important thing people make the mistake of doing is they plant their dahlia tubers vertical up and down, and that's not how you want to do it. You want to actually lay your tuber in the hole sideways, and then you're just going to put that dirt right over it, gently pat it down, and leave it be. You actually don't even want to water your tubers. So you want to wait for the initial sprouts to come to surface and come out of the dirt.
Above the dirt line?
Correct. Okay. And then you want to water.
I've just planted a tuber here, and I've planted it right in front of a stake. A stake is important to keep it supported because it will topple if it's not supported. The other thing that's good about putting in the stake when you plant it is you know where you've planted your tuber. If you walk away, you don't know where it's
marks the spot, or stake marks the spot.
That's right.
You got
Correct.
it, absolutely.
Now, we planted our tubers already. They're all on my side. Our dahlia fields are on my side, and we plant them in the middle of May. But you can plant dahlias all the way to the end of June and still have a beautiful crop and just beautiful blooms, and you want to just cut those blooms. The more you cut into a dahlia, the more it will flower.
Okay. Well, it's so great meeting you both. If you want to see their beautiful flowers, you can go to their Instagram page. It's super cool. If you want to purchase their beautiful flowers, I'm sure that stand will be stocked all summer long. So that's the latest Gardening with Gutner. We'll see you next time, and keep your growing going, especially if you live in the city, right?
That's right.
Right? On Gardening with Gutner.